Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and another batch of WWE 2K22 news, where today we have some new footage from the Raw Superstars roster reveal. We're talking roster updates following another superstar leaving WWE, and we have a new report which claims WWE are pushing for 2K to include 2 more superstars. Before we get into that though, if you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with all the latest news on the game, please do hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on future videos. So let's start things off with the latest in the WWE 2K22 roster reveal, as in the latest round of reveals, 2K released a new video showing off some of the Raw superstars. The first star to be shown off was AJ Styles, with this footage shown giving us another look at Styles' entrance with his rating confirmed to be 91. The next star to be shown off was newcomer Damian Priest, who makes his debut in 2K22 with a debut rating of 84. In the footage of Priest, we got another look at his entrance animation before we then switched to this clip of Priest performing a sit-out powerbomb on Seth Rollins. Up next we have The Miz with a similar entrance clip to the one that was featured in the SummerSlam trailer, with Miz's rating confirmed as 86. Along with the entrance clip, we also got some very brief gameplay, as this new footage shows Miz performing a Hurricane Rana on Dolph Ziggler. Speaking of Ziggler, here we get a look at his entrance, with this clip giving us a great look at his new model, with his rating announced to be 82. Unlike a lot of other models that have received praise, when sharing a screenshot of Ziggler's model, this one came in for quite a bit of criticism, primarily due to it being quite outdated, as this version of Ziggler dates back to early 2020, making it almost 2 years old. Switching over to gameplay, this clip also gives us a very brief look at the zigzag, as here we see Dolph perform it on AJ Styles. Lastly, we also have the reveal of Seth Rollins, whose official rating is 91, with this clip giving us a longer look at Seth's entrance before we then switch over to gameplay as we get a look at Seth performing the pedigree on AJ Styles. So that's the latest roster and rating reveals that we have. However, in other roster news, yesterday seen it announced that Cesaro has left WWE following the expiration of his contract, which has led to the question coming up of whether or not Cesaro could be removed. A lot of this concern comes down to the fact that Cesaro's contract actually ran out rather than him being released, as due to his contract ending, this means that he could show up in AEW as early as tonight on Rampage, as there's no 90-day no-compete clause. What I will say in regards to this is, given how close that we are to release, it's highly unlikely that 2K would be able to remove him, especially as he's already been someone that's been shown off in footage and officially announced for the roster, so even if WWE were to request his removal, it's extremely unlikely given how close we are to release. Moving on, and one request that WWE are claimed to have made is that 2K make 2 late additions to the WWE 2K22 roster, as a new report from Mike Straw of Sports Gamers Online claims that WWE have requested 2K rush in 2 more superstars. According to the report, multiple sources close to the game's development claim that Women's Royal Rumble winner Ronda Rousey is planned to be a part of the final DLC pack. The report goes on to state that the decision was made not to include Rousey on the main WWE 2K22 roster because she hadn't been seen in the company since WrestleMania 35 in New York City. One source quoted in the article states that 2K wanted her on the main roster, but there wasn't any certainty of her return. Following Rousey's winning return at the Royal Rumble, the article claims that WWE went to 2K directly to request her inclusion in the game, though it's noted that in order to do this, it will require additional resources and scanning. Due to the request coming at the end of January, when the game was already in its final stages of development, it's claimed that the decision was made to make her paid DLC. Along with the claims surrounding Ronda Rousey, the article also notes that WWE requested another superstar be added to the game's roster, though as things stand, 2K believe that they won't be creating that wrestler for inclusion as DLC, though that may still change. As for who the mystery superstar is, both sources cited in the article are said to have refused to give that information away, with one said to have played dumb and responded with "what" in a variety of different languages. It's unknown if that response is a teaser, as it could be a hint at WWE requesting an updated version of Stone Cold, which would make sense surrounding the rumours of a potential return. Regardless of who the mystery superstar is though, I do want to stress that while the article does state that this news comes from a source close to the game's development, none of this has been confirmed by 2K, therefore until it is, this is just speculation until confirmed otherwise. So it's an interesting note to end on. I'd love to know what you make of it, and if you have any idea who the supposed mystery superstar is that WWE have claimed to have requested. I could only think of one in an updated Stone Cold Steve Austin, given the what tease, though it is possible that it could also be someone from NXT, like Braun Breaker, or even someone that is rumoured to be returning soon, like a Cody Rhodes. So let me know what you make of this in the comments, and while you're there, if you haven't already and you want to stay up to date with all the latest news on the game, please do hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on future videos. Until next time though, thank you so much for watching this video, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.